Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. This is 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Monroe. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. You look at this Niner defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the ground, here's the rookie from Ole Miss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a handoff up the middle. Monroe, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. That one out wide and intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
An extra point try now for Moody.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe, only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Look at the big man rumble.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Oilers have got it back to within a score.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Niners had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
When you look at this defense,
they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Niners 14, Oilers 7.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
that is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some.
Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go.
Monroe, he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Monroe.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On 3rd down,
Monroe.
no gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McCoy. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Barnes. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Moody for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a handoff up the middle. Monroe. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
That's to his running back, complete. And some room to maneuver.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, Monroe. And he gets it down to the 32.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
7 yards there and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Spins by. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll run with Hall.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
60 by 6, 60 by, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Monroe. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
This 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far. And that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here we go, set.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd and 9 now.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's go now.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 57 yards.
And the Oilers get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point up and through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Monroe. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. He finds McCoy.
On the move past the 40.
And finally down at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now a handoff looking right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase it. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help. No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now on 25 carries. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Oilers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Warriors 70.
They'll set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook and they still want to run it efficiently.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 9.
Back to throw here. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Monroe, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Down the right sideline.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On the draw, it's Hall.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Let's go. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw here.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for San Francisco, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. it.